Hello. Basically made this video to go over two of my biggest pet peeves about role-playing a Blood Elf: eyes and age color. So we'll get right into it. Doing a little bit of research online. Basically my sources were Wowpedia and WoW Insider. But Blood Elf ages vary significantly from those two sources. First one being WoW Insider. Basically, your average Blood Elf will reach adulthood between 60 and 110 years of age, whereas a human would reach adulthood around 15. So, kind of giving that math right there, your Blood Elf is going to age about 4 times as fast as a regular human would. But, going off of Wowpedia, on the official Blizzard Warcraft Encyclopedia that no longer exists due to the overhaul from going from Wrath of the Lich King to Cataclysm, it said that all elves, night elves, high elves, blood elves, all have comparable lifespans that could extend for as long as several thousand years. But seeing as how that article no longer exists, I'm not sure if that would even take into play here. But for the most part, I'm going to stick with the WoW Insider rules, where blood elves reach adulthood 60 to 110, middle age about 175, old age at 260. Venerable about 350, and maximum lifespan of about 360 to 400 years. So doing the calculations and the math, basically, yeah, you're going to age about 4 times as fast as a regular human being. Granted, magical effects will take into effect. You could push that maybe a few decades or so. I mean, it's not unheard of for a human being to live to 130 instead of 100. So I wouldn't see why being an elf of any type, let alone a blood elf who is a master of the arcane arts, to be able to push that even further. So yeah, basically, you age 4 times as fast. But the way I see it, you also physically age 4 times as slowly, so you live a little bit longer. You're not gonna age as the same rate as a human being would. I mean, you're going to have 100 years of age and you're going to be really old. You still have, another 300 years or so, of living. So, kind of going along in the math and everything like that, you're aging 4 times as fast, yet physically 4 times as slow. So, there's that. Another thing being the eye color. Blood elves in the game have the greenish tint that is the fel energy that's stuck inside of them, pretty much, from the tainting of the Sunwell and everything like that. But that was many, many years ago, and the Sunwell since then has been cleansed. So it wouldn't be unheard of for that fel energy to have subsided by now. And I wouldn't see why not that any effects of that would start to show. I mean, it's not going to be a big change. You're not going to go right straight back to the nice blue color of the high elves, but we would be able to start to see a little bit of teal and aqua colored eyes here and there. So that's another thing. I mean, it's been quite some time, like I said, several years, so any little mutation would have subsided. So there's that. If you're going to RP as a high elf, there's a number of ways you can do it. You can you have your blue eyes and stuff like that. You can put that in your RP add-on. I myself use TRP. And you can even put, that you're a high elf as your race. And if anyone gives you any crap about it, everyone, says that high elves are kill on sight. But you have to be smart about it. If you're going to RP as a high elf, make sure to wear a mask or covering. Something that covers those eyes is what you really need. Goggles, engineers, you guys have all that, hoods, masks, something. You need to hide that. You don't want to be out there showing off those pretty blue eyes. So there's, you want that. But, I mean, you can put it as your race in your add-on. If anyone says that high elves are kill on sight, you can just be like, how do you know I'm a high elf? I mean, they're metagaming at that point. The only way they're going to know is if you accidentally show your eyes or anything like that. Death Knights are, Death Knights, so, I mean, they're not really even elves at this point. They're their own separate race. I myself RP as High Elves, but I do it well. My Death Knight was a High Elf, and then he was killed and became a Death Knight. So there's that little loophole. And he's already got the blue eyes to begin with. My other High Elf that I RP as is my Mage, and he has a hood that covers his eyes and stuff like that. And just to even get those people that are still just that adamant about High Elves are kill on sight, and you can't even have it in your, your TRP or your MRP or whatever add-on you have. I just put elf, plain and simple. You're just an elf. You're not a Sin'dorei nor a Quel'Dorei. So, you just have to be smart about it. Just gotta take that into effect. Again, though, I'm bringing all this up because it's my two pet peeves, and there's really not any set in stone thing from Blizzard or the community at large. I don't really expect even this to be, set in stone. I'm just putting this out there and stuff like that. Maybe even teaching a little bit of the newer players and stuff like that. I enjoy role playing. I've been doing it for quite some time now, and again, this is just something that I need to get out there. So I hope you learned a little bit of something. Again, the two sources I used were WoW Insider. Just go to WoW Insider and type in Blood Elf Timelines. Basically where I got that. And Wowpedia, again, just look up Blood Elves, playable races and stuff like that. Blood Elf race has such a rich history and stuff like that. The lore is just so telling and very well developed. There's so many twists and turns and stuff like that. So, it's one of my favorite races to play. So yeah, again, I hope you learned something, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, all that other crap. Thanks. See ya.